নমস্কার দর্শক বন্ধুরা, রেপ স্পোর্টসের পর্দা আপনাদের সকলকে আর একবার স্বাগত। আমি রাহুল। এই মুহূর্তে রয়েছে যুবভারতী ক্রীড়াঙ্গনে। আর কালকে যে গুরুত্বপূর্ণ মিনি ডার্বি ম্যাচ, তার আগে আজকে ইস্ট বেঙ্গলের প্রেস কনফারেন্সে হাজির ছিলেন হেড কোচ অস্কার ব্রুজো। তিনি যা যা গুরুত্বপূর্ণ আপডেট দিলেন, কি বললেন, সেই সমস্ত তুলে ধরবো আপনাদের জন্য এই ভিডিওতে। প্রথমত আপনাদেরকে কথা দিয়েছিলাম যে মহেশ নাওরেম নিয়ে আপডেট দেবো, কারণ আজকে তাকে অনুশীলন করতে দেখা যায়নি। তিনি ড্রেসিং রুমেই বসেছিলেন। কোচ অস্কার ব্রুজো কিন্তু সাফ কথা বললেন। তিনি জানালেন যে নাওরেমকে নিয়ে তিনি খুব একটা চিন্তিত নন। আজকে তার রিস্টে হালকা ব্যথা, সেই কারণে তাকে আর ঝুঁকি নেননি, কারণ ইতিমধ্যে তিনি দেখেছেন যে রিচার্ড সেলিস এবং ডিকসনকে নিয়ে ঝুঁকি নেওয়ার জন্য তাদের কিন্তু চোট লাগার কারণে তারা কিন্তু এই ম্যাচটাতে খেলতে পারছেন না। সুতরাং নাওরেমকে নিয়ে আর তিনি বাড়তি ঝুঁকি নিতে চান না, তাকে আজকে দিনটা বিশ্রাম দিয়ে কালকে ম্যাচে খেলাতে চান। সুতরাং নাওরেম নিয়ে খুব একটা চিন্তার কারণ নেই এই মুহূর্তে। কিন্তু কালকে প্রতিপক্ষ মোহামেডানকে নিয়ে কোচ মনে করেন তারাও কিন্তু এবার খুব একটা ভালো ফুটবল খেলেননি, তাদেরও অনেক অফ ফিল্ড কন্ট্রোভার্সি রয়েছে। বাট তা সত্ত্বেও যেহেতু কালকে ডার্বি ম্যাচ, সম্মানের লড়াই, সুতরাং মোহামেডানও কিন্তু মরিয়া হয়ে উঠবে ম্যাচটা জেতার। কিন্তু অস্কার ব্রুজোর কথায় শেষ ম্যাচে চেন্নাইয়ের বিরুদ্ধে হারটা কিন্তু একটা বড় ধাক্কা দিয়েছে, কারণ তাদের একটা শেষ মুহূর্তে একটা ক্ষীণ আশা ছিল প্লে অফে ওঠার, সেটাতে কিন্তু বড় ধাক্কা খেয়েছে ইস্টবেঙ্গল দল। সুতরাং সেটাকে কাটিয়ে পরবর্তী ম্যাচগুলো নিয়ে ভাবাটা কিন্তু অনেকটা কঠিন হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছিল। কিন্তু অস্কার ব্রুজো মনে করেন এই মুহূর্তে দলকে তিনি বোঝাতে পেরেছেন দলের এই মুহূর্তে প্রধান লক্ষ্যটা কি। তিনি প্লেয়ারদেরকে মোটিভেট করতে পেরেছেন। আর তিনি এটাও জানালেন যে প্লেয়াররা কিন্তু বেশ ভালো রকম প্রস্তুতি নিয়েছে এই ম্যাচটার জন্য। কিন্তু আবারও সেই ছবিটা কিন্তু একই। চোট সমস্যার কারণে, কার্ড সমস্যার কারণে কিন্তু বেশ কিছু প্লেয়ারকে পাচ্ছে না অস্কার ব্রুজো। অবভিয়াসলি প্রথমে লাল চুংনুংকে পাচ্ছে না, রিচার্ড সেলিসকেও পাচ্ছেন না তিনি, জিকসন সিংকেও পাচ্ছেন না। এছাড়াও কি আর কোনো প্লেয়ারকে তিনি মিস করবেন, অস্কার ব্রুজো কিন্তু জানাতে চাইলেন না। তিনি চান যে প্রতিপক্ষ যাতে কোনো রকম ক্লু না পায়, সেই কারণে তিনি আর মুখ খুলতে চান না। কিন্তু আজকের অনুশীলনে যেটা দেখা গেছে, জিকসন সিং, রিচার্ড সেলিস এই দুজনই কিন্তু সাইড লাইনে ছিল। বাকি পুরো দল প্র্যাকটিস করেছে। আনোয়ার আলীও পুরোদমে প্র্যাকটিস করেছে, হেক্টরিওস তো পুরোদমে প্র্যাকটিস করেছে। সুতরাং রিচার্ড সেলিস, জিকসন সিং ছাড়া আর কারোর এই ম্যাচটা মিস করার কথা নয়। আর একেবারে শেষে কালকে আমরা দেখেছি ইস্টবেঙ্গলের অনুশীলনের পর যে ফ্যান্স প্রোটেস্ট যেটা দেখা গেছে, সমর্থকেরা বিক্ষোভ দেখিয়েছে, সেটা অস্কার ব্রুজো মনে করেন সেটা অ্যাজ আ মোটিভেশন কাজ করবে প্লেয়ারদের জন্য। কারণ ইস্টবেঙ্গল যে ধরনের দল, তাদের ইতিহাস যেভাবে কথা বলে, তারা কখনোই ডিজার্ভ করে না 11তে থাকার জন্য। সুতরাং কোচ মনে করেন যে সমর্থকরা যেটা করেছে সেটা তাদের অবভিয়াসলি করা উচিত। তাদের যে এক্সপেকটেশনটা সেটা অবভিয়াসলি দল মিট করতে পারেনি, সেই কারণে তারা করেছে, এটা কমন। আর বাট কোচ মনে করেন এই বিষয়টা তিনি প্লেয়ারদেরকে অ্যাজ আ মোটিভেশন বলতে চান। তিনি কিন্তু প্রতিজ্ঞাবদ্ধ হলেন যে আইএসএল যে শেষ কটা ম্যাচ, সেটাতে তারা প্রমাণ করতে চান যে ইস্ট বেঙ্গল এবং ইস্ট বেঙ্গলের ফুটবলাররা 11 নম্বর পজিশনে কিন্তু থাকার দল নয়। সুতরাং তাদের একটাই লক্ষ্য, যতটা উঁচুর দিকে যাওয়া যায় ততটা সেটার জন্য কিন্তু ঝাঁপানো শেষ কয়েকটা ম্যাচে, এবং তারপর মূল লক্ষ্য অবভিয়াসলি এএফসি চ্যালেঞ্জ লিগ। কালকের ম্যাচ নিয়ে আর কি বললেন ইস্ট বেঙ্গলের স্প্যানিশ হেড কোচ, চলুন শুনে নেওয়া যাক।
Right, it's good that you made this question because in reality we have a lot of things to do. One thing is that it's almost impossible qualifying on the top six, which was the objective that we set at the beginning of the season and what we tried to do until our last game here at home. But we have to be realistic and not cheating ourselves and the people around. So the objective of reaching the top six is very, very difficult. Jumping one position more in the ISL, we are in 11th position, is 6 points, and we don't have in favor the goal average, and we have 5 games. So what I'm trying to say is that we are gonna, right now it seems that we are gonna end in 11 or in 12th position. So at least let's try to jump on the standings, because for us, I can tell you that it's not gonna be the same finishing in 8, in 9, 10, in 11 or in 12. It's been 2 months that we are, no, 1 month and a half. Actually, we were a long time in the 12th position. We could jump 1 position. All of you know the deficit of the 6 first games of the season. And if you analyze the last 15 games, since there was the change in of the coach in the team, our position is not that bad. So we are in that group. In terms of the last 15 games, we are in that group of teams fighting for the playoffs. And probably the way forward, as you say, is keep minded of what this team need to do, because we still have big challenges this season, and the club, I think that they have a big responsibility also with our community and our fan base, because it's Bengal. Nobody here is happy with the current position in the ISL, and I'm sure that when they start planning for the next season, finally, East Bengal is going to be a real contender for, again, fighting for trophies, because this is the meaning of this club. In equal conditions with our rivals, this team would not have the position and the situation that has right now. So that's my answer. I'm with my players. Unfortunately, we are suffering a lot of injuries, and some players, yes, maybe you can say inconsistent performances, but I'm the coach, I'm the guardian of them. I have to face the situation, and internally, yes, probably we are demanding much more from them. But again, you can count the games that we play with 4 foreigners. You can count how many foreigners we have in the bench. You can count how many times we substitute one foreigner for another foreigner. We have limited resources. But again, I'm going to talk about this and try to send an excuse, and I don't have responsibility in the situation of the team. Not at all. I think that the point here is being autocritic. Maybe we need to watch what was the condition of the players, what was the precision that has been done, the calendar of Bhutan with the 3 games in artificial turf, the succession of games that we have in December. So there is a lot of factors that we consider for having the problems that we have today. And there is not only one, as I say. There is a lot of factors that are making that this season is being a nightmare. It's like this. It's a very difficult season for all of us, but we need to learn. We need to push, and we need to wake up tomorrow thinking that we are going to revert back the situation. So I am optimistic, absolutely. I'm still thinking that this team can click. But the reality is that we are with limited resources, that we are always playing handicap, that when we play with our rivals, they are ahead of us, for example, in number of foreigners, in number of injuries, in number of cards. We can analyze all this. And regarding your final part of the question, in the AFC Cup, our objective, as all of you know, in the AFC Cup you can play with a limited number of foreigners. So one of the reasons of the winter signings is to help the team with the AFC Cup. Unfortunately, we already know that we are missing some players for long-term injuries. But again, I'm not going to find any excuse, because the rival that we have, Arkadak, is a team that they are winning their games consistently. They have most of the players of Turkmenistan national team, and they play without foreigners. So even if we have to play with 1, 2, or 3 foreigners, in this case, we are going to have not limited resources. We will always have more possibilities than the local players of Turkmenistan. So it's not about to find problems, it's about to find in which points we can motivate our players, feel strong, and come to the pitch with the maximum fighting spirit. And probably the AFC Cup can be the moment that all of us can make happy all the people around the club. We know that in the ISL, we are the first one ashamed. We are the first ones that is very difficult to accept the situation. But as I say, the season is long, and in December we were talking very good things about the team. In January, the talks changed a little bit. We are in that moment, February, March, April, that the season is going to finish, and probably what happened in the next 2 months is the talk of the next few months until October, when it starts the next season in India. You want more comments? Yes? The dignity of me, of us, of players, of coaches, managers, of all the supporting people around the club. Our current situation is not about getting flowers and positive comments. We are now in a fight. You are calling it dignity. Well, that is too much. I think that our dignity is intact, because we are professionals and we are trying to revert the situation. But I would use more the word shame. We don't want to be the ones failing to the expectations of the people that is behind the club. Dignity is intact. It's something that we have. When I wake up in the morning, I only think in football and how we can do the things better to improve the position of the team. And that is working with dignity. If the results, the obstacles, the problems that we have, we cannot jump, the next morning I will wake up again with full intention to try to revert back and to give back the confidence, the trust that everybody around the club is having on us, because it's not all bad, as I say. The last game, it was a game changer. I was feeling support from everybody. I was feeling that the talk around the club was okay, there is a transformation, the process is working, the team is being resilient, the things are working, maybe if we continue in this way, the things are going to be better. This was the talk until the last week. But it's true that the last game here was harmful for all of us in a very bad moment against a rival that was tied with points with us. So we deserve for that. I can say it again. We are not up to the mark, and what we need to do is keep fighting to be up to the mark and to finish the season. I'm not making a shame, as both of us are saying, not making a shame the people that is investing, the people that is supporting, the people that is cheering, and the people that is behind us trying to still believe that we can do something positive this season. We also believe, besides of the situation of the ISL that we just mentioned, we have big challenges ahead. We have an AFC Cup. We are in a final stage. We have a Super Cup. We are the champions of the Super Cup. We have the responsibility to play the Super Cup as defending champions. So I think that there is still a lot of room for hope, to believe, and we have to be on that page. Motivation, not extra pressure. Having our fans there, they have all the right to do that. They are entitled to do that, and actually, if they don't mind, is that we have a problem in the whole club. So having our fans protesting with the situation is what I told you before. Maybe we need to make an introspection. We have to make auto-criticism, and we need to understand that we don't deserve to be in this club. If we continue getting losses, if we continue fighting for the last positions of the table, we don't deserve to be in this club. And I apply this for coaches, for players, for management, and for everybody. This is the reality. And if we want to fight about that, and if we want to be against, and why the fans are doing this, is that we have a problem. The ones that are right are the fans, and the ones that we are not doing what is expected, we are not matching the expectation. The reality is not matching the expectation. We are not doing what the means of this club are there. And as you see, the critics, it comes to all of us. Players, coaches, management, and the ones that we cannot say nothing, we just need to accept it. And as you say, is this pressure? No, this is motivation. We don't accept this reality. We are happy with their expectation, and this pain, we want to convert it in good performances, in good results, and challenge for titles. I'm not going to hide this. And in the moment we consider that we cannot do that, we cannot be in this club. We again have to face problem with the condition of the players, but it's nothing new. We are getting used that every week we have one new obstacle. We have to adjust the players, signings, injuries, sanctions. So nothing new this week. Trying to adjust and have enough flexibility to make the players feel that whoever that play tomorrow need to be doing their part, be better in their positions than the opponents, and with full confidence that tomorrow we can get a win. Again, this week is similar to previous weeks. We have sanctions, we have injuries, we have players that have joined just the team. So, as Messi said, unfortunately this season we don't have that time to adapt. We have to produce the results immediately. We have to jump all these obstacles and barriers. But as you all know, I never use it as an excuse, opposite. I use it as an alert to keep everybody minded that if we want just to wait for the things to turn around, we have a big problem. Or we push and face the situation, or the season is not gonna end in a good way. But we don't think that this is gonna be the situation. I think that we have enough power, enough energy, enough motivation to try to finish well. And as I told you, and in the line of what our players say, we understand that some part of our fans right now are ashamed, and this is one of the biggest pain that a professional can have when do our daily duties and work.